So, 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was killed in a senseless act of gun violence. His death rocked the nation, causing outrage and racial tension. Take a look. In February of 2012, 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was shot and killed while walking home alone in a gated community in Florida. The neighborhood watch man who shot him, George Zimmerman, was charged with second-degree murder in April after 2 months of rallies, marches, and protests rocked the nation. Even President Obama was personally affected by Trayvon's passing.
If I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon.
The trial of George Zimmerman took place in 2013, and even though he was acquitted, Trayvon's death sparked a national debate about racial profiling. The Black Lives Matter movement was started as a response, and Trayvon's parents, Tracy Martin and Sybrina Fulton, still work tirelessly to end senseless gun violence around the country. Here with us now are Trayvon's parents, Tracy Martin and Sybrina Fulton. Thank you for joining us. Trayvon would have been 22 years old. You celebrate his birthday on February the 5th. Why do you celebrate his birthday?
One of the reasons why we continue to celebrate his birthday is because the media celebrates his death. And so we feel it is necessary for us to celebrate his birth and not his death.
Exactly. Yeah. And so what do you do to celebrate the birthday?
So each year we do what we call is the Trayvon Martin Peace Walk and Peace Talk, where we let our young people in the community know that they have a right to walk in peace without being followed, chased, pursued, profiled, or murdered. And we want to send that clear message to America.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. You both have written a book called Rest in Power about your son. What do you want people to learn about your book?
Well, I think the takeaway from the book would be that Trayvon was this fun, loving, energetic, exuberant, independent, definitely a handsome young man who we really cherished and that we loved. And we didn't get a chance to really go in detail or characterize him in the trial. And so the book is our way of showing America who exactly our son was.
That's beautiful. Wow. Trayvon's name now stands for so much more than just an act of violence. His name, actually helped launch the Black Lives Matter movement. At what point did you realize or understand the significance of his death?
I think his death was so important to us from the start. I mean, as parents, it was just hurtful to know that our 17-year-old was shot and killed in that manner and that we were not able to get answers. And so I think it's just important for people to know that we're just average parents, and we were fighting for justice for our son, but we knew it was much bigger than Trayvon when so many people continue to support, when so many people continue to pray for us, when so many people continue to stand for us, and we knew it was much bigger than Trayvon.
Now, you started the Trayvon Martin Foundation. How has that foundation evolved since it began?
When we initially started the Trayvon Martin Foundation, we didn't do much because we were still going through the trial. But since that time, we've created different programs. We created mentoring programs for our young people. We've created the Circle of Mothers and the Circle of Fathers. We've created a scholarship program, a back-to-school program. So we're working not only in our community, but all over the country to try to make a difference, to try to make a positive change.
I'll say on a personal note, the way you guys carried yourself with dignity and grace,
Yes.
it lets me know all I need to know about what kind of person Trayvon was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You just mentioned the Circle of Moms and Circle of Fathers. Can you explain what that is?
The Circle of Mothers is a dream that I had one night, and I got up in the middle of the night and I started writing, and I just seen so many women that were hurting, that were crying, that needed so much help. And so I was a part of that group. And so what I did was I created a circle of mothers, and I have this event every year in May where I reach out to mothers all over the country and I bring them to South Florida. And it's about healing, it's about empowering, it's about, I mean, we cry, but we also smile because it's certainly things that we can smile about in the midst of all of this storm that's going on. And so it's about them learning something and trying to heal and then going back into their community to try to heal other mothers. It's an awesome program. We're very proud of it.
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. We think what you guys are doing, keeping Trayvon's legacy alive is absolutely incredible. And we are so happy that you guys even came here to share our stories. We feel honored. I mean, just watching you here, we feel for you, and there's no way to even express that. I think everyone should absolutely read the book
Yes.
you wrote, Rest in Power, A Parent's Story of Love, Injustice, and the Birth of a Movement. It is available in stores now, and our whole audience is actually going home with a copy. I know I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Every time I interview you guys, I'm the one crying. They're so
strong.
I always, Sybrina and Tracy,
I'm like
thank you
lost
so
for
much
words, yeah.
for being here, for being strong, for carrying on his name. You come back anytime, okay?
Thank you.